Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, something feels different, but I can't quite put my finger on it? It's not just your skin, your makeup, or your clothes. Sometimes it's your haircut. The right haircut has the power to soften your features, lift your expression, and make you look and feel years younger. The wrong one, though, it can drag your face down, highlight lines, and take away that natural spark that makes you. Hi, my lovely ladies. Welcome back to Elder's Lantern, the space where age meets elegance and confidence never goes out of style. If this video helps you, make sure to subscribe to Elder's Lantern so you never miss tips designed especially for women over 60. Haircut number 1. The soft layered bob. The soft layered bob is one of those rare haircuts that feels almost magical because of how gently and naturally it brings life back to your face. And for women over 60, it's often the perfect blend of elegance, comfort, and youthful energy. What makes this cut so special is the softness it creates around your features. Instead of a heavy, straight edge that can pull the face downward, the layered bob adds lightness and movement, giving your cheeks a subtle lift and making your eyes appear brighter and more awake. The layers sit in a way that frames your face without overwhelming it, bringing attention to the areas you love, your smile, your eyes, your graceful jawline, and softening the areas you may feel less confident about, like fine lines or slight sagging. Many women are surprised by how much younger and refreshed they look simply because the haircut has opened up their expression. It's short enough to be easy to care for, but long enough to style differently when you want a bit of variety. You can gently curl the ends for bounce, tuck one side behind your ear for a clean, classic look, or let the layers fall naturally for an effortless, breezy feel. And the beauty of this cut is that it works with natural gray, silver, or colored hair. Those soft layers help the light bounce off the strands, giving your hair more shine and dimension. Emotionally, this cut has an uplifting effect. It feels like a sigh of relief, a moment of coming back home to yourself. For so many women, updating their hair isn't just about appearance. It's about reconnecting with their identity and letting their outer beauty match the vibrant, graceful woman they are inside. I remember my friend Julia, who had worn the same straight bob for nearly 20 years. For her 65th birthday, she decided she needed something that felt more like who she had grown into. After adding gentle layers and a soft, side-swept fringe, she looked in the mirror and her whole face lit up. She said, "I look like me again, just happier." That's the quiet power of this style. It doesn't scream for attention. It simply restores balance and brings back your natural glow. When you talk to your stylist, keep it simple. Ask for soft, blended layers that frame your face, not harsh or choppy layers that stop abruptly. Tell them you want movement, lightness, and a shape that lifts rather than weighs down. Let them know you prefer a natural, flowing look instead of a stiff, structured one. A good stylist will understand exactly how to shape it to suit your face and hair type. And once it's done, you'll feel that little spark, the one that reminds you that beauty doesn't fade with age. It just becomes more meaningful. The soft layer bob is more than a haircut. It's a gentle reminder that you still deserve to feel radiant, confident, and completely yourself every single day. Avoid the blunt bob. The blunt bob is one of those haircuts that looks beautiful in theory, clean, sharp, and stylish. But for many women over 60, it can accidentally do the opposite of what you want by making the face appear heavier, stricter, or tired. The reason is simple. A blunt bob has a very hard, straight line that sits firmly around the face, and instead of lifting your features, it creates a visual weight that pulls everything downward. When there's no movement in the haircut, the eye naturally focuses on the edges of the hair, which can highlight shadows around the chin, jawline, and cheeks. Many women find that the blunt bob emphasizes the areas they'd prefer to soften, like slight fullness under the chin, gentle sagging, or deeper smile lines. For women with fine hair, this cut often makes the hair look thinner because all the strands fall in one solid sheet, leaving no lift at the roots and no texture to create fullness. For women with thick hair, the blunt bob can feel heavy and boxy, almost like a helmet, making the style look bulky instead of polished. The lack of movement means the hair doesn't reflect light as well, which creates a dull appearance and can make the face look more tired or serious than it really is. And the emotional impact of that is real. When you look in the mirror and see a style that feels harsh or unbalanced, it can quietly affect your confidence. I once heard from a woman who said she thought she was choosing a chic, modern look, But when she went back home and saw herself in different lighting, the haircut made her feel older, not fresher. She described it as all edge and no softness. And that's exactly why this cut can be tricky after 60. The wonderful news, though, is that it's incredibly easy to fix. You don't need to cut all your hair off or grow it out for months. A good stylist can completely transform a blunt bob with just a few gentle touches. Soft, face-framing layers, even the smallest ones, can instantly lift the cheeks and brighten the eyes. Light feathering at the ends can remove that heavy, sharp outline and bring movement back into the style. If your current bob feels too solid, ask for subtle texturizing through the bottom to break up the straight line. These tiny adjustments can change everything. They introduce airflow, softness, and natural bounce. Suddenly the hair moves with your expression instead of fighting it. And emotionally, the difference is powerful too. Instead of feeling boxed in or weighed down, you start to feel lighter, softer, and more like yourself again. The goal isn't to throw away structure, it's to bring back life and lightness. A haircut should support your features, not overpower them. With a few well-placed layers, the blunt bob can evolve into a flattering, youthful, and graceful shape that celebrates your natural beauty. And once you feel that shift, the moment you see lift instead of heaviness, you'll understand why softness is truly your best friend at this stage of life. Haircut number 2: the shoulder-length cut with gentle layers. The shoulder-length cut with gentle layers is one of the most balanced and graceful hairstyles a woman over 60 can choose because it sits right in that perfect middle zone. Long enough to feel feminine and soft, but shaped enough to stay lively and flattering. What makes this style truly special is how it moves with you. The layers are not dramatic or choppy. They're subtle, airy, and designed to lift the hair instead of letting it fall flat. When the layers frame the face, they naturally brighten your expression and give the illusion of lifted cheeks and a smoother jawline. Something many women appreciate because it brings back that spark of youth without looking like you're trying too hard. This cut works beautifully with almost every hair type. If your hair is fine, the layers bring in gentle volume and keep the ends from looking thin or stringy. If your hair is thick, they remove heaviness and create softness, so your face doesn't get overshadowed by too much bulk. It's also a style that gives you options. Wear it loose for a breezy, elegant look, sweep it into a low bun when you want something polished, or let it fall naturally with soft waves for an effortless everyday style. Emotionally, this haircut often feels freeing because it's a reminder that beauty can be simple, graceful, and easy. Many women say this length gives them a sense of confidence they didn't expect. Like they finally found a look that matches their personality today, not the one they had 20 years ago. In contrast, very long, heavy, shapeless hair often works against your natural features once you're past 60, not because long hair is bad, but because hair changes as we age. Without layers, very long hair has a tendency to pull the face downward, making the cheeks and jawline look less firm. Instead of softening the features, it can hide them or bring attention to areas you'd rather lift. For women with fine or thinning hair, long lengths can look limp, especially at the ends, where the strands naturally become more fragile with age. This creates a tired, weighed-down appearance instead of the lively, youthful effect most women want. For women with thick hair, very long and shapeless styles can overwhelm the face, creating a heavy curtain that hides your natural beauty. And maintenance becomes another silent burden. More tangles, more dryness at the ends, and more time needed to style a length that doesn't give much back. But the good news is that you don't have to cut your hair short to fix this. You simply need movement. Adding face-framing layers, soft waves, or light texturizing at the bottom can completely transform long, heavy hair. It brings back bounce, brightness, and the sense that your hair is working with your features instead of against them. When the shape flows with your expression and enhances your natural glow, you feel lighter, more confident, and more connected to the woman you are today. The shoulder-length cut with gentle layers celebrates your beauty in a way that feels fresh, modern, and gracefully age-positive, something every woman deserves to experience. Haircut number 3. The soft-textured pixie is one of those rare haircuts that feels both bold and gentle at the same time, making it a beautiful choice for women over 60 who want something easy, expressive, and full of life, without losing femininity or warmth. What makes this pixie so special is the softness built into it. Light layers around the crown, gentle feathering near the forehead, and a little movement around the ears and neckline. Instead of sitting stiff or sharp, it hugs your features in a flattering way. almost like a graceful frame that highlights your eyes, your cheekbones, and the natural strength in your smile. This version of the pixie isn't about looking edgy or severe. It's about capturing lightness, comfort, and elegance with very little effort. Many women who choose this cut talk about how freeing it feels, like they've let go of something heavy, extra styling time, constant upkeep, or old expectations, and stepped into a fresh version of themselves that feels genuinely aligned with who they are today. Even if your hair is thinning, the soft textured pixie adds body and shape in all the right places, letting your natural beauty show through without needing perfection. But on the other side, the harsh crop, its common opposite, often creates the exact effect many women try to avoid. A cut that is too sharp, too short at the sides, or too flat at the top can make the face look more severe, emphasizing lines instead of softening them. Harsh crops tend to remove too much texture, leaving the hair with a rigid, almost boxy look that doesn't move or breathe. This can unintentionally create a harder expression, even when you feel gentle and warm on the inside. And because harsh crops often require strict shaping, they demand more maintenance than people expect, needing more frequent trims to keep their exact structure. But the solution is simple and kind. Keep the softness, keep the movement, and let your stylist shape the cut with light layers that blend naturally. Adding a feathered fringe, using soft texturizing scissors, or leaving a touch more length on top can refresh the cut instantly and bring back that youthful glow. As you reach the final notes of your hairstyle journey, it's important to remember that every choice you make, whether it's a soft pixie, a layered bob, or a shoulder-length style, should feel like a reflection of the woman you are now. Wise, confident, beautiful, and growing in ways that only time can teach. Hair at this stage of life is not just about looking good. It's about feeling connected to your own story and stepping into a style that celebrates your experiences instead of hiding them. Your hair should lift you, not weigh you down. It should brighten your presence, not distract from it. And most importantly, it should make you feel like yourself, comfortable, empowered, and ready for every new moment life brings. So whether you choose the soft-textured pixie or one of the other flattering cuts, trust that you deserve a look that honors your grace, your strength, and the quiet beauty that only shines brighter with age. And as always, take a deep breath, enjoy the process, and remember to treat your hair and yourself with kindness every day.